about it? We're on video right now. You're on 420 TV. What the fuck's your problem, man? You guys can't handle the desert?
My dog.
You're not gonna live through the apocalypse. I have to realize that. This old dog's going to. I bet I will. But you're too worried about the environment. She's afraid her dogs aren't gonna be able to handle the environment here. The environment's kind of cool. Here's a water source right here and some vitamin C. Especially when the cool little fruit come out on it. Flower or whatever the fuck it is. Lots of these. They're wonderful. Oh, look. And if you don't watch out, you get them right in. You look at that. Oh yeah, these are wonderful. I like these. Really spiky, but aren't they beautiful though?
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's pretty awesome. I mean, if you ask me, and then look at the side view. All right, come on, let's go.
The yucca tree.
You don't know?
I'm looking for a higher place.
Don't worry, you see that tall yucca right there? That's where we started going up.
Alright.
So we'll just go down to that yucca and then you'll be able to see the car. Anyway, look, it's about to drop off right here. Anyway, yeah, there's a bigger one. There's some bone, a hip bone or something.
I like that.
There's your hip bone.
I hope them like that.
It's just a old bone, man, relax.
What kind of animal?
Oh, what's this? What?
Looks like a deer or something, I don't know. It was cooked, it was cut. It's probably a deer. See that? Somebody sawed it off.
Yeah.
That there ain't natural, you know what I'm saying?
What could you make out of that?
Look at this.
Leg bone.
That there, that's the hip, the leg. And this,
No, buddy.
and this right here, this will save your life.
Eat it.
Marrow.
Yeah, this would have been a score to us if we would have found this out here and we were starving. You could put this in a soup.
Eating it.
It's fine, it's actually good for them. Here. No, you want this part.
How old is it?
You don't
It's
want
not
that.
bad.
It's not that old, no.
Okay, if you found that bone and didn't shatter immediately, could you make a tool out of it?
Hold on, look. Yeah, you can make tools out of it. Alright, so check this out. You're out in the middle of nowhere, and you come across a good bone, and you're thinking, yeah, that sucks, you're hungry, but I busted this one open, and you can see that it's full of this right here, which you can get out of there. And this is like pure protein right here. And it's not rotten. You can make a soup out of this right here. It's already dried out. The desert did it for you. But look, right here, this is just food. This is food you wouldn't have thought of eating. The dogs and the animals know about it right here. So look at that. This pure bone marrow. It's nice and soft like butter. You could cook with it if you don't have anything. Yeah, that's good stuff, ain't it, buddy? It's probably good for your old ass, too. And you can see Hope's eating out this other one, and when I dropped it, it busted like glass, so that was pretty cool.
What kind of animal?
Looked like a deer or a cow or something, you know, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But you find this good, like, look at that. Look at all that food in there.
What is in that bone?
Huh? That's probably delicious for him. Here, come on, let's go.
Hey, Anna.
Come on, dogs.
What the fuck?
What is this thing?
I think it died standing up like that. No, that is alive. Okay.
What is it?
Yeah, I picked up a rock and turned it around, and there happened to be the spider just sitting there.
Where?
It was right here. It jumped off, and I dropped the rock.
The thing won't focus in.
There's a penis in the balls.
Anna says that that's a penis and balls. Why won't my camera focus in there? Here it goes.
Did I scare you, Anna?
Yes.
Penis and balls,
I thought it was
she
dead,
says.
actually. Sometimes I say, hey, Anna, actually giving you something that I thought you might like. Other times I'm scared.
You can't make a show with these two around. They're like yappers. Any wildlife that we were gonna see, it's long gone.
Yep, sorry. Hope we can let go of the bone.
It's alright, let her have it. She found a trophy. Isn't that right? Lofton found a score out here. It's just a plastic cup, but if you didn't have shit out here and you needed to collect some water because you're stuck, this is like gold mine right here. Just get you some sand, put it in the bottle, grind that shit out of there. Looks like they had soda or whatever the fuck it was. And then looks like it's sprinkling a little bit, which means the little tributaries may have a couple drops of water in them. And then you can have something to store some water in or use water. I'm going to leave this out here where I found it though. Just for that reason. Alright, so we were talking earlier about the bone marrow, and I found some older bones out here, and I thought we'd do the experiment and see if we can't get something out of these. We found a couple that were empty, and the animals had already got to it, so let's check out this one. I'm going to try to break this right here. And it's totally empty. Nothing. Let's try this one. Totally dried out. Nothing. Let's try this one. Oh, you can't always get it, but that other one was nice and juicy. And this one's rotted out because a spider got in there and took it for a home or whatever. Does that one have some marrow in it? You imagine just being out here hunting, gathering, looking for some bone marrow.
And the bones themselves will be useful.
Not really, these are dry and brittle, so
No, if you found some good ones.
couldn't really make much out of these.
Couldn't stab it.
You know, it looks like you could actually make some arrow tips out of the end of these, though. All these were empty out of marrow. No marrow. So no lunch for us today.
But I just think bones are cool.
Alright, so we're here out in the middle of nowhere here, but this is a little area of a shooting range right here. And I wanted to point out that you may have to come to places like this when you're not expecting it to get resources you weren't thinking about. Like, you might want to get a hold of all of these that are clean enough on the ground to reuse. That one kind of bent, got ran over, but there's resources where you don't think they are. And these are going to become very hard to get soon. And they're just littering the ground here, as you can see, they're everywhere. If you went and collected these and you had the right gizmo there, you can repack these and put another primer in them, I'm sure. So yeah, this right here, that's gold. It's resources you wouldn't think of, and you can see how they've trashed this area of the desert. But like I said, that kind of stuff is going to be hard to find, and you can see that there's different calibers for different guns, and a lot of them can be reused. So yeah, you might not think about that, but that's a good resource in the after of civilization. You might not know what's important, but there's a treasure trove sometimes in the trash. Look at, I mean, you think about all of the stuff that people destroyed out here to shoot at, that may become valuable at some point to somebody if you're not trying to be at the FEMA camps with the free Wi-Fi. There's your nice recliner chair. Anyway, I thought that was a point to be made that a lot of people don't know of, and matter of fact, here's just something you might use right there to collect them. Collect them back up in the size you want. What is that, like 9mm or something? I don't know. I'm just saying. Alright, peace out. Alright, so we went out for a nature walk, and this is the kind of sick shit that we find. And I realize people are legally allowed to do it, but you could tell that this was a beautiful, well, I don't know why it's blurry there, but let's see here. You could tell that this was a beautiful bobcat right here. Here's its back paws. See, beautiful cat, I'm sure. And they murdered it And they just took their fur, and the other two corpses appear to be coyotes. And yeah, and I'm not saying that it's illegal. It might be the way they did that. I'm not sure about that either, but in today's age, you don't need that fur. I mean, they just did this for fur. I don't know why this keeps getting blurry here, but yeah, this is just gruesome. This is two coyotes. You can tell by the paws. There we go. Get it backed up here. I guess I should just film this way. Yeah, here's the two paws. This is definitely a coyote. See the canines right there. And this one was a coyote as well, even though they decapitated it. And they decapitated this bobcat. I thought it was just a bunch of coyotes and some ranchers did it, but now that I pulled off here and looked at it up close, these are assholes that just killed these animals for fur, and it's not too far from the shooting range, which means probably some drunk assholes without hunting licenses or anything, most likely, drove down this road and they had been shooting animals, which is really fucked up because these bobcats really don't have a great population here, and I'm not even sure if that's legal to shoot that, but I think it is, unfortunately. Very fucking gruesome, but look at, you could tell that this probably most likely was a beautiful animal. And they just fucking, that's just sick. But anyway, there you go. Thanks a lot, assholes. And no, I'm not a super greenie or environmentalist or nothing. I just know that this is straight up fucking wrong and evil right here. There was no reason to murder these animals, and just look at it. This dog, this coyote, even though it's seen as a pest animal, is no different than your fucking mutt that you got in your living room right now. It's a little canine. It's just wild. That's just horrible. It's basically, I'm looking at the wild version of a house cat and two dogs that somebody killed. What would you feel like if someone did that to them? They'd get charged with crimes, but you know, you're allowed to shoot some of these animals. It just is stupid, but whatever.